Good morning, everyone. Beautiful, foggy, cold morning here in northern Queensland. It's been an eventful few days, so I just sort of update you because you probably will see the footage I'm cutting today. You'll probably see that in about 2 months' time when it gets to the editing desk. But yeah, it's been an eventful last couple of days. We've got 30 dingoes on the ground. We've got a big rooster stag and 3 or 4 good chittle stags taken, some pigs. And we arrived on the new property to start here. Anyway, yeah, we had a big rank boar come out right beside some of our traps. And I'll put the 2 dogs out to bail him up so we could shoot it. I usually try and shoot those big boars first because I just don't trust any of these big guys that have been run before and lost with other dogs because they're just too smart. Well, anyway, Trumpy went in hard, really hard, straight into the borum bush with this boar, and that boar pinned him, got underneath him, ripped his stomach open, and so yeah, he come back to me there with this big hole in his side. I grabbed him on the back seat and just flew into McGhie. One vet there wouldn't see us because I wasn't a existing patient with them. The other people, the Northern Beaches vet clinic there, they were absolutely fantastic. I've got to compliment the staff there, the vets and the girls there. They did a great job, took him straight in, didn't ask questions, just said, let's get him fixed. Anyway, so it's about 2 days later now. I've been in there and picked him up. Very expensive exercise, but anyway, he's been stitched up in the groin. They had to then open him up the centre and flush out all his intestines. One kidney has been dislodged out of its sac and is now hanging in his abdomen. So he's got to go back in for another vet operation end of this week and try and reattach that kidney where it should be so it doesn't twist, because if it twists he will he'll die. So it's been a it's been a run around. But anyway, we're back on the trap line, and I'd just like to thank everybody for their support lately. Their last clip I put up caused a lot of comments back and forward, some huge comments and some slander there coming from a few people. So yeah, your support is really appreciated. A guy come up to me just yesterday, Shane, he works for Boom here in Nebo. Great guy, comes up and just thanked us for what we're doing and keep up the good work. I've had people all around like that comment and get behind us. Now, if you're from out of Australia, but even if you're in Australia, there's an issue we've got now. There's a lot of people that want to see the end of lethal control of wild dogs, of dingoes. Okay, these people, I see them as very, very left of centre. Very, very left of centre. They say trust the science. Well, I'm one of the people that do not trust the science anymore. They say trust the peer-reviewed papers. I see peer-reviewed papers that have been reviewed by people of all the same mindset. That all, and a lot of them I've dealt with have been the same. Jeff Wills there, who I'm working with now, different kettle of fish. Great guy, Jeff, Professor Gordon Dryden, unbelievable people. Uncorruptible, I believe. They're people that just are straight down the line and they will tell you the truth as it is, okay? So many of the others I have seen, they will sell their souls for funding money. If the people that are putting the money up want to see a certain result, that's the certain result that they're going to get. And the papers will be peer-reviewed by people that are also on that gravy train. Now, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of academics will scream and roar for me saying that. Well, I don't give a damn. I think our science community has been corrupted. It has been bought. It's been bought and paid for. And I saw a great clip there, a great cartoon, and I'll try and put it up here, and it's just about dead right, with all these research scientists on leads, like cowering dogs. Please, sir, can I have some more funding money? Right? That's what we're seeing here. The truth of the matter that these people will not look at is that the wild dog in Australia here, the dingo, and I hate me calling it wild dog, but that's what it is, it was brought here by man, by modern human, around 3,500 to 4,000 years ago. Now there's a huge amount of research that'll say that, and even the people that are denying it will be the ones to say, oh yeah, the ancient records of the dingoes. And I said to one guy, the ancient records, how old are they? He said, oh, I said 3,500 years. He said 3,800. So these animals came here with man, probably in canoes as hunting dogs of the Sahul people that came in here, and probably the last wave of Aboriginal people that came into the country, or one of the last ones. There's a huge amount of papers have been written about the admixture of races of people that came down through Indonesia and through the islands and into Australia. Look it up, you'll see it's all there. These were brought in as a hunting dog, right? They are not a marsupial. They are not indigenous to this country. They were brought in here. But now these people are saying that they're native dog. So righto, when they were brought in here, when they first landed here, let's say 4,000 years ago, they definitely weren't native. They were introduced. So where did the change come about? Where did it come about? Was it 3,000 years ago? Was it 2,000 years ago? Many are pointing to a date 1,400 years ago. It seems to like everything prior to 1,400 years ago that was here is native, and anything after 1,400 is introduced. Who makes up these rules? Okay, what basis do they have to put that there? To me, it's a lot of Billy Lebu. It's a lot of BS. Okay, so I've asked, if you read the comments on the last video clip, if you look through those, you'll see one research scientist there that's debunking everything I say. So I've asked, I think it's a she, I think it's a her. I better not assume a pronoun of these people because they might get their knickers in or not. I've asked them to disclose their funding source. I've asked them to acknowledge yes or no whether the dingoes were brought here by man. Okay, were they brought here by man? And so are they introduced, or are they indigenous? Are they a marsupial? Let's put this right down, clear it up for once and for all. And then when was the date that they became native from introduced, and why was that so? Put your cards on the table, because I, for one, am absolutely sick of the BS. Well, let's get back to some tracks. I'll clear that side. We'll clear this side. We might be on top of this pack here. So we get the little one. Well, I did think we might have had another dog in this set today, but strange to have one little guy, one young dog by itself. It's a hot, quiet old afternoon. But I still feel that things will change. Now this one's been kicked out. Cattle. Right. They seem to be repairing a lot of traps from cattle too. In jail. Help me, I'm in jail. This is set down here we thought would really fire. We had hoped. No tracks on the road, nothing. Very quiet. It's wonder the pigs haven't been here, because there's figs that dropped off here in front of the native trees. Figs here everywhere on the ground, and the pigs love them, but yeah, mustn't be a pig around.
These figs are pretty good tucker. The worst thing with a lot of them is they get full of fruit flies. Now these have been stung to heck. There's holes in them everywhere. And yeah, that one looks all right. A bit dry. Yeah, he's a bit of a dry one. Oh, got a few things moving in there. Anyway, it's more protein. We've come along this new fence line here for probably 3 or 4 k's now, and came to a nice little sort of pinched corner here, a bend in the corner. Cattle pad comes in close, and there's good tracks here, and they're all small tracks. So I think we'll start putting a line here and try and find a way to join it up with one of the other legs that we've got on this trap line. So it's always a problem is you can find good spots, but sometimes it'll take you hours to get there every day to check a few traps. But it could be still worth it. Right, there's the finished article. Just chained off onto a drag there, a good heavy drag, a little bit of bush to one side to steer them, left or right. This ground here was like concrete. I just couldn't budge it. So bringing sparks off it underneath, so I just went down about 1 inch in the topsoil, put my trap in there, got a little channel for the chain so that it sat, the trap actually sat nice and firm on the base, and then I've built up topsoil or top sand over the top of it, so it's a little bit higher, but I don't think it's going to matter at all. And I've used urine on the bush there, but I've put fat as well, rancid fat, on top of the cow pat there, just as if there's a pup comes along, he'll smell the urine, but that fat should be a good attractant for a hungry young pup. What have we got here? There's nothing really clear there, but having said that, dog tracks there's rabbit traps, there's a dog trap. We're hoping to get the 25 out of these 3-4 paddock properties combined, and then I'll head north and see if I can get another 10 or a dozen up there. Then home. Okay, young fella, let's have a look at this. Oh, get out, look, it's right here beside my foot. Dog scat right there. We'll go down there like a train, mate. It's a Toyota, Blake. We'll just fly down there.
This is nothing. Yeah.
She's good, easy. Easy. Toyota, mate. Put one here or we'll put one down the creek. We'll put one down the creek and we'll use the secret weapon. Yeah, all right, secret weapon in the creek.
Yeah, straight. Straight. You're doing good.
Piece of cake, mate.
Yeah. Nothing.
Should have hit her a gear higher.
Let's see if we can put a trap here.
Now, before you go laughing and saying that McGhee's gone to the birds, you can blame it on Dave and Tracy Randall, professional trapping. Because they're always coming up with these great little ideas for me for catching more dogs and cats. Well, this one's a beauty, Dave. I've got a Tweety bird. Stop your bloody laughing, people. Stop it. I reckon this thing could be the bomb. This thing could just catch dogs like you would never believe. But if they get hold of it, there's not going to be much left. All right. What do you reckon? Another fine mess you got me into, Randall. We'll give her a go. I'll put a camera up here and just see what comes along, right? Righto, there's 2 sets in there, and one directly under it and one a bit further away. can only try. Yes. Oh, oh!
Good boys. Good boys. Good boys. Great fun with Uncle Clark. Yeah. Good boys.
Good morning. Just out in the little Suzuki this morning and starting to head round a fence line. I look across here on this pasture paddock and I reckon we've got about 30 pigs going out across this pasture paddock. So we're going to try and get a little bit closer and we'll throw the muttleys on. I reckon it would be definitely 20 there. Only all little ones. See if we can get close enough. Give it a good smack at it. Trumpy! Trumpy, off! 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 Good. Nice little boy. Yeah. This how it gets hard for a dog if a pig backs up into a place like this. Nice ball. Little bit of Tusk. Real dog killer, this one. Especially gets in a spot like that. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dog, Trumpy. Trumpy, where are you, mate? Good chase, 2 pigs. What's that, 23
Yeah.
so far? 19 on this property. Good boy. Good boy, Bungie, you're learning. Good stuff. Good dog, yeah.
Okay, another good run. I think that's 17 pigs so far. We've got 17 pigs and 8 dingoes off this place. Now, what makes us a bit different to most people, and not criticising you guys and gals that go out there pigging, but most of you go out there and you chase big boars. You've got your dogs trained to just catch big boar pigs. And that's all good, and it looks good in the photos, and you can squat to your mates how big the pigs you get and whatever. When I'm out here doing control work for the landowners, I try and kill every single pig I can see. And my dogs are basically allowed and trained to just get to the biggest pig they can straight away, bail it up, we shoot it, they're on to the next one, shoot it, get to the next one, and try and kill as many as we can. And I feel that's better for the landowner. We don't get as many big trophy boars, leave them to you guys.
Righto, we just get up to the next trap set here on the sandy patch of the road. Pig tracks on the road, and that trap has been kicked out. So that's 3 mornings in a row now. A pig has come along and tipped that trap out. Mossy Moon was a pig. Yeah. You'd kill him, wouldn't you? Yeah, Waddy.
Spiky. Off! Monkey. Good dog. Good dog. Off. All right. I missed the big fella. He went out the big boar went out the left hand side, and they hit the smell of all these pigs on the right side. Off. Good boy. Up, another pig down.